All right, I'm filming another video. Something wasn't too sure if I was actually gonna do. Um, so here's the situation. I initially I stopped uploading videos a few days ago um, because I was very frustrated and annoyed with everything going on with Google and their AI training, and I didn't feel good about giving them all of this, like my voice, my face, all of that. And I still don't. I'm still not happy about that at all. But as I was thinking, I kind of realized this is something, unfortunately, that just kind of I don't know. It happens now. Um, like as someone who wants to put like a lot of creative material out there in the world, there's not much I can do with that. I don't think, to a degree, there never really has. Like you just can't control what people do with the stuff you put out there, and that's part of what makes making things so terrifying. Um, and so I just, as I got to thinking about it, I was just like, I feel like it's a little freeing just to like completely be like, all right, as much as I hate it, this is out of my control. You know, like I can't do anything about that. Um, and there's also just this element for me where it's like, I don't know, if I nope out of every single social media platform, you know, whenever they do something like this, I'm gonna create a hole where I'm like just only on Tumblr and like Blue Sky, and I don't know if that's really beneficial to me, especially when I feel like I have like important things to say and to get out there to people. Um, and so maybe ultimately this is just the sacrifice for that, you know? Because ultimately, like, don't get me wrong, I don't want Google using my stuff to train their AI, but ultimately, I don't think I was ever the kind of person they would really be taking that from. I feel like they're probably going to be going for more established creators to begin with. Um, and also, it's just like, I don't know, if if I do all this now, it's like I'm almost giving up on the possibility that it could get better, you know. Which, don't get me wrong, I'm not terribly hopeful that anything of this sort will get better in the immediate term. But yeah, I feel like for me, realistically speaking, the good outweighs the bad because I get a lot from doing these. It's pretty good for like my confidence. Because in general I can be pretty shy, and I'm very self conscious about just like my appearance and my voice, and so just throwing those out there to whoever, like it is pretty freeing to me. And I'm losing that if I, you know, don't do this. And I think maybe it isn't a great thing to be dependent on a multi-billion-dollar company for that sort of thing. Like I'm aware of that. But just aside from that, it's like I don't know. This is just how people communicate these days. This is how people share ideas, and as much as I hate it, like it's what I don't know. It's where I feel like I can do the most good, like as a creator, and where I feel like I can actually build an audience and funnel people towards the stuff I'm really proud of. Um, and so yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I'm still very much so not happy with what Google is doing with all my stuff. Um, but there's just the reality of okay, I've already made like 30 videos for them, so like not great. But it's also just like okay, these days if you're a public figure, at all, which I'm not. I wouldn't call myself a public figure. I'm not, but I would like to be to some degree. Like, just when I am making projects, I would like for them to be large enough to where I don't know, people know who I am. Not necessarily because I want people to know who I am, but because I want my stuff to be out there, and that's kind of like the byproduct of that. Um, and so it's just like, I don't know, it's kind of inevitable, and I feel like if I I feel like if I were to just be very, I don't know, um, I feel like it's probably better to just, I guess, be upfront about these things. And I don't know, maybe I'm not clearly wording or thinking things through. But I don't know. I kind of felt like if I were to just keep thinking about this over and over again, I wouldn't come up with anything really helpful for me in this situation. Um, so yeah, I guess I'm back for now. Um, I'll figure out what I'm doing with the website. I'm already not really so certain about staying on NeoCities, but I do want to keep like posting website content, and I will probably keep doing that, just so I'm doing something. Because no one's noticed it yet, to my knowledge. But there's something a little more going on there than just what I'm actually putting out there in every post. Like there's some secrets. So I don't know. Look into those, I guess. But it's been good because I don't know. I feel like I can actually do a little more in those posts than just what I can do here. Which I'm thinking of ways to kind of do those more. I don't even know if I want to say what's going on behind the scenes on those little posts I've been writing, but I do want to do something like that on these, which means I might start editing these a little more than I currently do. Which I don't really edit these unless I accidentally like show something I don't need to show, which has been rare. So yeah. Also, I hope the mic quality is okay. I'm recording this on my laptop. It's a new laptop. I'll explain that story later. I told it in one of the posts, but I could probably explain it in more detail in a video I will do later. But yeah, I guess thank you for watching. And until next time, this has been MJ.